Good morning from the beautiful island of Koh Rong. I just had a very overpriced breakfast, but what can you do when you're on an island like this? And I'm on a bit of a mission today. So I'm basically on a very long beach, and I want to walk to either side. I think this side is pretty close, so I'm just gonna do this before lunch, find a nice, calm, quiet spot where I can lay down my towel and just relax, go back for lunch, and then walk to the other side. I think the other side is pretty far actually. I think it's just under an hour, but that's for later this afternoon. For now, just gonna enjoy the beach here, and it's gonna be a chill day on Koh Rong. My hostel's like down there, and right here it gets way less deep. I think I could walk for quite a bit before I have to like stop swimming. Look how clear this water is. Tell me this is not paradise. Tell me this is not the tropical island vibe that you think of when someone says Bounty Island or tropical islands. I see coconuts, I see those like cute little huts, I see palm trees, I see crystal clear blue water, and most importantly, beautiful white sand and the sun. What more could you want? What the hell are those? I don't even know if you can hear me when there's water in the microphone, but I don't want to leave. So that's pretty much the end of the island. Like right behind me is pretty much the end of the island. Or no, not the end of the island, the end of the beach. And it's a beach resort, so I don't have access to enter. So I think this is pretty much the end this way. But there's quite a far, like long stretch of beach that way. So I think that's what I'm going to check out later. I don't know if you can see, but like down there is my little spot with my clothes and my towel and stuff. There's nobody else around. Come to Koh Rong and you can have paradise all to yourself. Since the UV exposure is currently at moderate and not at high, extremely high or ultra high or whatever the scale is, I think I'm gonna get out of the water and try and get a tan for a little bit. I don't want to get burned, so I think now is the perfect time if I want to get a tan. And then once it gets warmer, I'll just head back, have some lunch, and then wait for the UV exposure to go down, or just like take a walk. There is a path that isn't on the beach but just behind the beach, and I feel like that's a little bit more shaded, so I can always walk there. But yeah, trying to get at least a little bit of a tan. I don't want to go home and be the same tan as I was before. As you can see, I've just been in the water again, and it is time for a quick little snack break, I guess. And so I bought some snacks before I came on this island because I knew that Koh Rong was expensive. And I'm very happy that I did, because Cambodia in itself I find is already quite expensive. The prices here are like 2 or 3 times the ones that you find on the mainland. So I bought a pack of crisps, and attached was this free one. It is Texas tenderloin steak flavor. I find that a very long name for crisps, and 2, a very strange name, so we're gonna check it out. Also, they give you a bag like this. There's only this much inside. Oh well. It was freely attached, so. I don't know what that tastes like, but it's not steak. It's very sweet. Kind of like sweet barbecue, I'd say. It's pretty good. Approved. Alright, it's now almost lunchtime. I've been on this beach. Oh, the sand is so bright. I've been on this beach for I don't know how long, or I've been here. I've been swimming, tanning, However, the sun is getting way too bright right now, and I do not want to burn, so I think I'm heading back to the hostel, chilling in the shadow, ordering some food. And then later today I want to go to the other end of the beach, which is quite a bit farther away. I think it's like 45 minutes to an hour, or at least that's what Google Maps says if you take the road. But I want to just walk along the beach as far as I can anyways, and yeah, we're gonna see what we can find. On my way to the pier because I need to book a ticket from Koh Rong to Koh Rong Samloop, and my hostel doesn't do it apparently. So I'm really hoping that they have something. When I asked in Siem Reap, they said that there is a ferry going from Koh Rong to Koh Rong Samloop, but here they said that most of the time they go back to Sihanoukville and then to Koh Rong, or to Koh Rong Samloop. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, I don't think so, but that would mean it's a very long ferry ride. I've just spent several hours chilling by the hostel, so it is time to head to the other side of the island and explore. This is definitely more of the resort type area, like there are bungalows just behind the palm trees where you can just walk out of your bungalow and onto the water. There are sunbeds where you can tan and just lay in either the shadow or the sun. I think I like my part better, or like the other part so far, but I've only walked for a little bit. So also it looks like I'm burned, which I might be a little bit, but I think the redness is also because I was like trying to put on sunscreen, but there's still sand on my body, so it's like a scrub pretty much. So I think that's also why I'm red. And the trash can. People are just so lazy, like please just pick it up and throw it out. It's not that difficult. I see a bridge. Let's go check it out. Looking left and right as if I'm expecting traffic. This really is pretty cool. And it's so calm and quiet. I absolutely love that there's just coconuts just laying about, doing their thing. So tropical. I assume the other side is only accessible when it's low tide. It's currently high tide, but how are you supposed to get across? Maybe you're not. Well, that's kind of sad. I think this might be the end of the line for me, or I have to leave all of my stuff here, but because I've got my big camera with me, I'm obviously not gonna take it with me through the water. But I could swim to the other side to see what's there, but I don't want to leave my stuff behind, so I think this is it. Unless they build a bridge somewhere, which I don't see so far. No. Ooh, it's getting deep. This morning when I was at the beach it was low tide, so I think now might be high tide. Someone's crossing, I'm gonna check how deep it is. I've heard people say this at the hostel and I totally agree, like Mad Monkey is a very specific vibe. If you wanna party all day and night, have beer for breakfast and then keep drinking the entire day, sleep in because you're hungover and then just take it up in the ocean and do it all again, go to Mad Monkey. But otherwise I'd say there is the only social vibe that's going on is partying. And I know that Mad Monkey is known for being a party hostel, but I kind of hoped, I guess, that there would be other people there. But so far I find that most people are either with friends, like a friend group, or there's couples, because I'm not entirely sure if you can find cheap accommodation here that isn't a hostel. Like I don't know if you can find budget hotels here. Most of the things I think are resorts or hostels, and I understand that for most people resorts might be a little bit too expensive, but yeah, I'm not going to stay at Mad Monkey on the other island where I'm going 2 days from now. So I'm hoping that will also be a party hostel. I feel like Koh Rong, because of the hostels and the hostel vibe, will soon be known as a party island. Whereas I think this could be great as like a chill, relaxed vibe. If you open the right hostel, maybe there are hostels here that have like a totally chill and relaxed vibe. I couldn't really find any on Hostel World, but then again I was booking quite last minute, so maybe they were all sold out already. And I don't have the budget to stay at a resort. Well, I could, but then I would have to go home. So I decided to stay at Mad Monkey. I think the food is overpriced. The location is great, like you're right by the beach, but pretty much everything here is right by the beach. If you stay in a resort or at any hostel, you will be on the beach because the rest of the island is pretty much like nature, which I think is great, that it's not like fully built like towns or fully built with resorts and hotels and like touristy things. But the facilities are basic and dirty. The rooms are very basic. I expected from a chain hostel like Mad Monkey to have like, you know what you want as a backpacker in a hostel dorm. You want curtains, you want an outlet, and you want like a little bit of privacy, but you want lockers. The lockers, I put my backpack in there, it's basically on the floor, and the floor is absolutely disgusting. There are no curtains, and you don't have, well, you have an outlet, but at your feet. It just, I expected more from Mad Monkey, but maybe all of them are like this, I don't know. I mean, if that's not your vibe, if you don't want to drink all day, then find another hostel. But I don't want to complain too much. I think the plan now is just to head back to the hostel. I talked to one of the Australian blokes that just crossed, and he said that if it's low tide, like it was this morning, you could cross. But he crossed it at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and he wanted to go back right now and he couldn't. So he's also up. He was a little bit shorter than I am, so he was up to like his waist in water. But most people are wearing shorts, like swimming trunks or a bikini anyways. So I'm gonna go back to the hostel, find something to eat maybe, then have dinner later and just chill, I guess. That's the sad reality of this island. There is so much plastic, and I try to pick up a few pieces and just, there are no trash cans here, but just like put them together and hopefully create a little bit of a, well, an area where everything is. So if someone comes by to clean it, it's all in one place. And so there will only be one place that has a lot of plastic instead of the entire beach. But there's just, it's a gorgeous island, but there's so much plastic, even in the ocean when you're swimming. It's so sad because can you imagine if this beach was just clean? No plastic, no dirty things, no motorcycle helmets or like half flip-flops or whatever. It's sad, but you know, if everybody just picked up like 2 or 3 pieces, I'm not saying we could clean the entire beach, but it would look a lot nicer. After having some Khmer fried rice for dinner, I'm just gonna take a walk along the beach, but I think it's too dark to film anything. And then I'm calling my friends and calling it a day, I think. So I will see you tomorrow.